What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Beast Mode, aka Rose Mode, aka the Wrestling Guy, aka call me what you want, but don't call me after one. Anyway, welcome to another weekly wrestling recap edition of the Family Meeting Podcast. But of course, you know I don't do this by myself. But on this one, we got a very, very special guest who may be joining me to do this from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me introduce my co-host this evening, the host of the upcoming 100 Yards and Running podcast presented to you by the Family Meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie motherfucking Walker.
What's going on, world? What's going on? What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Blessed. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
Indeed. You ready to talk about this crazy ass week in professional wrestling?
Man, it's been one crazy week in professional wrestling. Where do we begin?
Man, okay. I was gonna start with Bash in Berlin, but honestly, everyone else has talked about Bash in Berlin throughout the whole week, so we just gonna jump right in with Raw. I mean, the place to start with Raw is obviously we gotta talk about the Judgment Day, and we got to talk about the Terror Twins.
Yes, let's indeed talk about the Terror Twins. We had one half of the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley, starting off the show, calling out new Judgment Day member Liv Morgan to challenge her for the Women's World Title. Howsoever,
but she didn't get Liv, did she?
she did not. Everybody, I mean, I wasn't shocked on it because I felt it coming. Everybody should have felt this coming. Dirty Dom comes out, and I don't know what's everybody else's take on him, but I can't stand him personally. That's just me personally. But Dirty Dom comes out.
I'll share my take in a minute, but go ahead.
He comes out. You know, he's Liv Morgan's new puppet now. And what the crowd was saying, let's talk about the crowd first. The crowd had me on the edge of my seat.
That might be the loudest one I ever heard.
I mean, in a long time. But long story short, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, or you want to call him a boy, whoever you want to call him, he comes out.
Liv calls him daddy.
Liv calls him daddy. I call him dummy. But he comes out. He comes out and accepts Rhea's challenge for Liv. You want to talk about what happened next?
I mean, she went. So yeah, he accepted the challenge. I mean, he eventually got there through a sea of boos that just came, that just wave after wave every time the microphone came this close to his face. Oh my goodness! So
I ain't never heard no many boos in my life, but go ahead.
I mean, I was legit having a hard time hearing them, because they were so loud. I mean, like I said, that might have been the loudest one I heard in a long time. But he went ahead and accepted, and then Liv attacked Rhea from behind. And when Rhea Rhea, I believe, was rushing to get at him, her leg got caught in the ropes. She basically got hung upside down the way Priest did at Clash of the Castle.
That's a trend with them. Notice that they always get that leg caught. Yeah. And it's always the bottom two ropes that get caught.
It's either the bottom two or the top in the middle that always get caught. So she's hung up like a piece of rotisserie gold, and fucking Liv is kicking at her leg and ankle. Damian finally runs out, to help. He chases them away. He gets Rhea undone from there, and they head to the back. She has to go to medical. At first, she doesn't. She don't want nobody to touch her. And then he calms her down and is like, you gotta let them do their work. You gotta let them check you out. So
I mean, he's just looking out for one half of the Terror Twins. I mean, it's only fair that he checks on Rhea's injury. But Liv went to work on that leg, and
she went ham on the leg.
She had to wind up, like you said, go in the back, and she went to work. So she had to go back and get checked out, get crutches, setting up for the main event of that evening.
Now how we got there, Priest wanted to fight Finn Balor one-on-one. Finn was like, nah, I ain't gonna fight him one-on-one. I'll do a tag match if he can find a partner. But if he can't find a partner, then he gets no match. So Priest pretty much was like, well, I ain't got no friends, so I guess we're not having a match tonight. he was ready to fucking chalk it up. And then Rhea said, wait, I know who you can get. So Priest goes to walk off, and I think it clicked in his head right before he walked off. He goes, let me know what he says.
Now, if everybody knows on Twitter, if everybody is on Twitter and they see Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley going back and forth on Twitter, he wanted to take her to the Waffle House, and, they're flirting with each other. Recently, she was caught with wearing a Jey Uso shirt, eating chicken tenders with Damian Priest, but that's not even here nor there. So, we should have known where this was going.
Indeed. So smash cut to later that night. Priest catches back up with her, and he says, "Did you talk to her? Did you talk to him?" She says, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, did he say yes?" She goes, "No." And Priest is like, "What the fuck? What did he say?"
What did he say?
She goes, "Yeet." So
now there is a match that caught my eye on Raw that I would like to discuss if you don't mind. It was one of the triple threat matches with I think it was Dragunov, Dominic, and if I'm not mistaken, Dragon Lee. That match to me was most slept on because no matter how much I dislike Dominic Mysterio, his wrestling ability, like over the years, I've watched this kid wrestle, and his ability in the ring and out is improving me every time I see this guy wrestle. Mm-hmm. We already know what Dragunov and Dragon Lee can bring to the table. We saw them wrestle back and forth, nonstop NXT, and now the main roster.
I know. I know what Dragunov can bring to the fucking table.
Dragunov is one of those heavy hitters that will hit you for real.
Listen.
But that match in particular,
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If y'all are like, I see Ilya Dragunov on Raw, but I don't really know what he's about. NXT UK.
Right.
Before Gunther was called Gunther, when he was still Walter.
Yes. Talk about it.
Him versus Ilya Dragunov, the first one. I'm not talking about the one. I'm not talking about the one that happened in NXT. I'm talking about the one that happened in NXT UK, where there was
yes.
During the
talk about it. Most people don't know about that. Talk about it.
Watch that. And that
yes,
will tell you what Ilya Dragunov is about. Okay? First off, I said this when I saw it, and it still stands today. That was the most violent match I've ever seen without weapons.
yes, I have to agree.
Okay? That was the most violent match I have ever seen without a single weapon being used. Okay? All straight hands and feet, chokeholds, all of that.
They was chopping the hell out of each other in that match.
Listen, Doug, I don't know how either of them survived that match.
No. Hard-headed as that match was, the chops in that match alone.
Priest didn't say what the fuck in English. He did say it in Spanish.
He said it in Spanish.
No, he thought no one caught it. I caught that shit. Okay.
We caught it.
Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, he did say it. But yeah, man, yeah. If anyone's looking to find out the type that Ilya Dragunov is, NXT UK, Ilya Dragunov versus Walter,
not Gunther.
UK title. Okay, look that matchup, and then after that, if you want to, you could go ahead and watch the second one that happened in NXT because that shit was violent too. But
it was.
But I feel it might have been because there was no fans there. The first one, gritty. The first one just felt rough.
The first one to me, it was like both of them had something to prove. But Walter, not Gunther, because a lot of people get this mixed up. Walter at the time, he was not to be played with, bro. Would you want to get chopped by Walter? I know I won't.
I don't listen. I barely want the motherfucker to look at me. Much less give me one of them chops.
But going into the night, continuing with Raw, another triple threat match caught my eye, and it was the one that was supposed to feature Big Bronson Reed. Howsoever, he was pulled from that due to health issues or
he had COVID. Yeah, so he had to get pulled. But what was interesting to me, not only who he got replaced by, but the fact that replacement ended up winning the match. That tells me Bronson was supposed to win.
Yes. Yes,
that tells me Bronson Reed was supposed to win that match.
I know you guys probably spoke about it. I'm speaking about it now. This is the push that I wanted to see Bronson Reed have. It is about time that Triple H and whoever's working in WWE with these wrestlers, the talent that they have, pushing a guy like Bronson Reed, what he's doing to people like Seth Rollins, what he's doing to people like R-Truth, The Miz. This is the Bronson Reed I wanted to see for a long time. And we're finally getting the aggressive side of Bronson Reed. Because I'm sorry, what he did to Seth Rollins amazed the hell out of me. As much tsunamis as he gave that man that night, that, I was like, yes, finally, they're doing something with Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I've been a Bronson Reed fan. You know what? Let me back up because I've been a Jonah Rock fan because that's how I got introduced to the man. Okay, I've been a Jonah Rock fan since he was on the Indies, and then when he came over to WWE, I was like, yes. I was like, good fucking pickup, Triple H. Good pickup. Then Vince fucking released him. Okay?
That's another story.
and my head started hurting. Okay, like because I was like, damn it, Vince, this old bastard just won't leave. I felt like he did it to me. Okay, I felt like he was fucking with me personally when he let go of Bronson and when he let go of Swerve. I said, why won't this old bastard stop fucking with me? Okay.
Now they dropped the ball on Swerve. We're gonna get to Swerve in a minute, but
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to Swerve, but but then they let him go, and this man went to freaking New Japan, okay?
It was a monster.
And was an absolute monster and beat Okada clean. Okay? Let me say it. Beat Okada clean in New Japan.
Clean.
Okay? So I was like, if he comes back after that, they have to do something big with him. They drug their feet on doing it because Vince was still around for a bit. I get that. I understand. Okay? But now this is exactly what we've needed to see from Bronson Damn Reed. And I am so happy we're seeing it.
The person he was replaced with is a guy that I thought he took out personally. Last week, watching him and Braun Strowman go at it the way they went at it, I'm surprised either one of them is still moving from that impact.
I mean,
if you look at the impact, if you go back and look at the footage from each angle, the way that he landed on Braun, I knew Braun was hurt.
Top of the car, fuck a dent. That shit was crushed.
Crushed.
The top of the car caved in. Okay.
The fact that those men are still moving from that and have Braun Strowman go in the match injured against an aggressive Sheamus, a guy that's most stepped on, that should have been, to me, in my eyes, a Grand Slam champion. He should have been a Grand Slam champion by now. But
I wanted him to be the one to beat Gunther. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did too.
Like every time they fought, I wanted him to win.
They had some brutal matches, man. Him and Sheamus and Gunther, man. But
and then when you threw even though I don't like this dude on his own, but like Drew added something to that dynamic when they did it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They made that a even more hard hitting affair than when it was I almost called him Walter. Gunther and Sheamus by themselves. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Drew has something. It's just something about him I don't fucking like.
Oh, we're gonna get to Punk and McIntyre, but let's get back to this.
We're gonna get to Drew.
Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
This match to me was it wasn't the same as the first one we talked about in Dragon Lee, Dominic and Dragunov. Kaiser.
I mean, it
Kaiser
couldn't
to me
couldn't be because of the styles you had in both of those matches.
Right.
The first match you had lucha style mixed with everything that Ilya Dragunov is and brings to the table, and this match was basically just meant to be hard hitting, but also like Ludwig Kaiser style. He can be hard hitting because he's a European wrestler,
right?
And that's basically their style. But he also has the technical edge as well. So yeah, it was always going to be a different style match.
The way that match ended, everybody should have saw this coming. We knew every time Sheamus was involved in a match, Pete Dunne,
Butch,
I'm glad they changed his name. Pete Dunne.
Butch.
Interferes in the match, causing Sheamus another opportunity at the Intercontinental title.
You Butch.
What are your thoughts on that?
You son of a Butch. And I'm saying that because he hates it.
I mean, we all should have saw that coming. It's a triple threat. It's anything goes.
I mean, no doubt. But you Butch. And I'm especially saying that because you fucking with my dog Trick Williams in NXT. So you Butch.
I mean, he's really trying to make a name for himself on either Raw or NXT. So
man is everywhere now.
But
I mean, low key, they got bruh. We all knew Triple H saw the world in Pete Dunne from day fucking one, really.
Day one.
the UK tournament back in 2016 showed you that shit. I mean, the look on Triple H's face when he stared at Pete Dunne, he only looks at you like that when he has plans for you.
Yes.
Okay? Certain people, notable people that have gotten that look from Triple H. Seth Rollins has gotten that look. Kevin Owens has gotten that look. Ilya Dragunov has
Ilya Dragunov. Finn Balor has even gotten that look.
Cedric Alexander's even gotten that look.
Now, Cedric Alexander, I'm shocked that WWE still kept him because the releases that's been going on and the people that they've been bringing back is another story. But Cedric Alexander,
I feel like Triple H won't do it because he's like, nah, bro, you were my first one. I gotta keep you.
He was his cruiserweight champion.
He's like, you were my first one, bro. When the audience said please sign Cedric, I literally came out and said, okay. So so I can't let you go. We will find something to do with you, Cedric. Always.
Now we have to talk about this next match because to me it shows how tough she was fighting through that injury, still competing in the ring.
Talk about it.
Big up to Kairi Sane.
Yes.
Most slept on because in that match it was Pure Fusion Collective, I believe it was.
I fucking hate that name.
I don't like that name either. It was a number one contendership match for the women's tag titles with Damage Control. And Damage Control was hot at the beginning. Firing at all cylinders, flying all over the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Belair and Cargill out there testing out the water, see who's going to compete for those tag team titles. And the toughness.
And looking as fine as possible, may I add.
Looking as fine as possible.
Good God, them two.
Shout out to Bianca and Jade.
Shouts out.
But the toughness and what I saw from Kairi Sane.
Absolutely. Tell them about it, dog.
That, to me, she earned my respect on that because competing and the way that she hit the announce table and to actually finish the match off the way she did with her eye leaking the way it was, I know y'all saw it. Everybody had to see it.
Mm-hmm.
To still continue on, to get the respect that she got from the tag team champions after the match, even though they was beefing because Damage Control was, like I said, was jumping all over the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to finish a match with that type of injury, that was crazy to me.
It was almost because of where the injury was. It was almost like when Vader's eye popped out.
Right.
in Japan, and he just popped that shit back in and finished fighting Stan Hansen, which I'm sorry, men were built different back then. Because nigga, if my eye pop out, the match is over. Okay.
Facts. If I even see blood, I'm all like, oh no, we gotta end this quickly.
No, the match is fucking over. No. I'll throw up the X myself. Okay.
That shows Kairi Sane's will and toughness to actually go out there and do what she loved doing.
She hit the announce table. She basically hit the corner of the shit with her feet and got cut up under her eye. Okay. There's pictures on social media. She took, I believe they said 14 stitches.
Yeah, 14 stitches.
14 stitches. So basically, you got 14 stitches in your eye. Okay. Like, bruh, I can't fathom that, bruh. Like, I can't. Whew. Dog. Like, I couldn't finish the match. I couldn't finish.
Damage control or my respect that night.
They listen. Kairi been earned my respect for a long time, cause like I was watching her in Lucha Underground, her and Io. So and I fell in love with Io in Lucha Underground, and that's never stopped. So they like Kairi has always had my respect, but it just, I guess I gained a little more, you know, from that incident, because like I said, I wasn't finishing the fucking match. If that shit happened to me, I'm not finishing the match.
I mean, I don't see how they do it. That's toughness. It personified to me.
Absolutely. But let's see. What else? Did anything else we should talk about before we get to the main? Braun Breaker and his little
Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. Now, before this tournament started, I'm gonna say this right here and right now. The way that Jey Uso was getting these pushes, fighting Roman for his title, fighting Gunther, fighting whoever he can to get a singles title, and constantly getting screwed each time. This is Jey Uso's chance right here to prove to not only me and the audience watching at home who watches him on a weekly basis and yeets with him on a weekly basis, this is his chance. What's up, KJ? This is his chance to finally go out there and prove not only to himself, but to the naysayers that's saying Jey Uso can't win a singles title by himself. So when this tournament started,
and also,
I already called Jey winning.
I also did. I also called Jey. Jey's still my pick.
Because you could Braun Breaker. Let's talk about Braun Breaker is another animal. I've been watching Braun Breaker since he was in NXT. Since he first debuted at NXT.
Yep.
And I said they got something with Braun Breaker right there if they use him correctly. Absolutely. And they have not let me down with him since. The way that he was going back and forth with the NXT title showed me that Braun Breaker is championship material.
Absolutely.
Now, you put him on the main roster, and he's the Intercontinental Champion. To me, I would love to see him and Jey Uso go at it. But, like I said, there's other superstars that was hungry, like the Bronson Reeds, who I want to see. Oh, I would love to see him and Braun Breaker go at it. But that's another story. Mm-hmm. But when this tournament started, I already knew Jey and Braun is going to steal the show.
Listen, I'm first off, Braun, you lied when you said a member of Jay's family had never beat up a member of your family. Okay? The Wild Samoans beat the Steiner brothers at Starrcade. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, they did.
So, exactly.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
The Wild Samoans beat the Steiner brothers at Starrcade.
At Starrcade, yes, they did.
Okay, so that it has happened. Okay, it's happened, and damn it, I'm calling Jay to win. We're gonna get them to 1-on-1. Unfortunately, I don't see Jay beating him. Because he still basically just got the damn thing.
Yeah.
Shit. I even think it might have been too early to do a tournament for it.
Yeah.
Because if you doing a tournament, so a person goes through this whole tournament just to lose.
I mean, yeah, but I see why they did it too, because you got the Ilya Dragunovs in the world, you got the Dragon Lees, you got the Dirty Doms, you got people in the back that's hungry for that championship. And like you said before, I don't see anybody anytime soon beating Bron Breakker for this title. As hungry as he is to get that title, the way that him and Sammy ended the first time, it showed me that he wasn't done with Sami Zayn.
And we got shit. Sami Zayn's another one we got to talk about, because
we got to talk about Sami Zayn too.
Exactly, because Gunther came out to gloat about his win over Randy Orton at Bash in Berlin. Which, I mean, shit. If I beat Randy Orton at fucking cards, I'm telling everybody. So,
the whole world's gonna know I beat Randy Orton.
Exactly, the world's gonna know. Okay, so that's understandable. But he's talking. He's in the ring and wants to know who his next challenger is gonna be, and out comes Sami Zayn. And now, Mel. Gunther actually did say, "What the fuck?" Because
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
As soon as Sami Zayn's music started, he didn't say it on the mic, but you
saw his lips say, "What the fuck?"
He goes, "The fuck?" And
what the fuck?
And then looks at Sami and goes, "Seriously?" So he's already underestimating him. He's trying to make us think that's what he's doing, because as Sami said to him, because Sami challenged him and Gunther said no. And Sami said, you've never been known to back down from a fight, but you're backing down now. Is it because I'm the only one that's beating you?
Last time we saw Sami and Gunther in the ring was WrestleMania, and they did fight for the Intercontinental title, and Sami did upset Gunther, ending the longest reigning streak.
666 days.
666 days. This man passed the honky tonk man, y'all. This man passed greats.
Not even just past honky tonk. He killed honky tonk.
He set the standard for this generation for that title. Mm-hmm. But going back to Sami challenging him for the world title, I mean, it's about time Sami Zayn got that world title push. But if they fight again this time, let's call a spade, ladies. I don't see Sami taking that world title from Gunther. You might have took the IC title from him, but this is world heavyweight champion Gunther we talking about. Exactly. This man just beat Randy Orton, choked him out. choked him out. Clean.
666, Tori, yes.
Yes, 666, Tori, yes. Choked Randy out clean. And you think this version of Gunther is going to lose to this version of Sami Zayn? Not sleeping on Sami Zayn's skills at all.
Not at all.
But this is another animal in Gunther. And once he won that world title, I said it's going to be tough to take that title from him. Because if he elevated,
I just don't want another long ass title reign. It's just like that's what I don't want. Okay, like let it be long, but not that fucking long. Like, bro.
I agree, but the way that the man elevated that title, I mean, come on now. He's beating everybody that challenged. The only person that could have beaten him, that everybody could have, that could have showed respect to, and I felt bad for him, was Chad Gable.
All right,
Chad Gable.
All right, where we at now? We in October? No, we're in September.
We're in September.
By the Rumble. By Royal Rumble. I need that up off him.
I can see that. Speaking of Chad Gable, let's get into Chad Gable. Chad Gable, American made. They go out there, they have a match against Alpha Academy. The Creed brothers are amazing to watch. I'm going to put that out there.
Absolutely. The Creed brothers.
They are a tag team to be reckoned with.
Yeah. The Creed brothers are an amazing team.
They take care of business with Alpha Academy. Chad Gable grabs the microphone and says he's not finished with Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. Stupid move, if you ask me.
Like, dog, Chad, you don't remember the gunshot wound to the fucking head? Like,
do you not remember the debut? I mean, he comes out there, he talks his shit. He challenges Uncle Howdy again.
This time. What kind of match?
This time, he wants a street fight.
But not only a street fight with just them two.
Not just them two.
No.
He wants to finish this. He wants family against family. He wants American Made versus the Wyatt Six next week in a street fight. Bad move, Chad. Bad move.
I wish I'd have sent the clip. I don't even know what the fuck Ving Rhames movie it was from. but I have a clip of him going, now you see that? That's a stupid bitch.
That's Chad Gable right there.
That's Chad Gable. You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
After what this man did to you last week, and y'all was fighting one-on-one now. Now you want the whole family. Imagine what they are going to do. And then poor Ivy now. Poor Ivy now. Got caught up in all of this. She wants to join American Man. I get it. Her and the Creed brothers was together for a while. You want to be with your brothers. But look who you are going against.
You are going against Nikki Cross at her craziest. Okay? At her craziest.
Nobody was ready for this version of Nikki Cross. I'm sorry. Everybody was saying for months, what are they doing with Nikki Cross? Why haven't we seen Nikki Cross on TV? If you was paying attention,
this ain't gonna be good.
If you were paying attention to the Raws, you see Nikki Cross in the background. You saw Easter eggs, if you may call it. You saw the clues of what was going to happen. And the fact that this match next week is going to take place, to me, it's going to steal the show. Because everybody was high on the Wyatt 6. Everybody was high on the Wyatt 6 after Bray's passing. It better be the main event. I'm sorry, that match has to be the main event. The way that they high on the Wyatt 6 right now, since Bray's passing, and what Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, we all know who he is doing what these group of people and living on this legacy that his brother left behind, to me, is amazing.
Absolutely. 100%. Like, I mean, Royal Run, wrestling is fake. I mean, yeah, we know that.
But
yeah. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. A lot of people, myself included, were concerned on whether or not Bo Dallas could carry that mantle. And could he, do justice to what Bray had created? I don't have that question in my mind anymore. And anyone that had it in their mind shouldn't anymore, because exactly like everything he's been doing has been amazing. Everything he's done with the group has been amazing. The booking is there. They're not doing all the yes, there's a creepy supernatural element there, but they're not leaning too heavily into it or anything like that.
Right.
Which is good, because like a lot of people's concerns with the characters like Bray Wyatt and like Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt 6, the thing with those characters is, the character is all well and good, but what happens when the bell rings? When the bell rings, we get a great damn match.
We get an awesome fucking match.
You know what I'm saying? When the bell rings, we've been getting great matches, and they don't have to be invincible all the time. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to look invincible. They can show vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Which was a lot of people's problems with characters like The Fiend and whatnot. Even though me personally, I love that about The Fiend.
Love The Fiend.
Because The Fiend, regular offense shouldn't hurt The Fiend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He should be kicking out at one after all your finishers. He should be getting right back up after your finishers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's clearly you're dealing with a different entity than Bray Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? It should have all of those elements. So, whether that was for you personally or not, that was on you. Me personally, I loved it, but I do like that they've added a more realistic edge to the family, to the Wyatt 6, so that it makes it workable within the world of wrestling, and also it shuts down that criticism of what happens when the bell rings, because when the bell rings, you get a great fucking match. And I'm looking forward to that street fight. Again, it better be the main event.
It should be the main event.
Like, honestly, if it's not the main event, it has to start the show. If it has to, one or the other. It has to either start or be the very last match.
We have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
I was waiting to get here. God damn it! Go
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Go ahead. I was waiting to get here.
Punk comes out after him and Drew's match at Bash in Berlin. Finally, getting back the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
After dealing with McIntyre in the hellacious strap match, he comes out. He as well put Gunther on notice, saying that he wants to challenge Gunther for the world title.
He's putting Drew in the rear view.
He's putting Drew in the rear view. He thought he put Drew in the rear view. This obsession that McIntyre has with Punk, me personally, is starting to annoy the hell out of me because Drew McIntyre, I've never seen him like this. This man is obsessed with Punk. Punk celebrates the victory over McIntyre. He stands, I guess, on the announce table. Who's underneath the ring? Talk about it, brother.
As the new announcer said, it was Drew McIntyre in a hoodie.
Drew fucking McIntyre in a hoodie.
Yo, listen, I'm sorry. Time out. Because I seen a meme the other day that the new announcer on Raw, Joe Tessitore.
For those that don't know who that is, watch ESPN.
Watch ESPN. I didn't know who it was, but like, so now that explains why, to me, his voice sounded so overly like newscaster to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, he's gonna take some getting used to, but you know, I don't mind. I didn't mind him at all.
Oh, not at all.
I thought for his first night he did great.
He did a great job his first night.
But I did see a meme that was and it said every WWE commentator ever, and it said who is that? Oh my God, who is it? Removes hood. Oh my God, it's Drew McIntyre. and then it said Joe Tessitore. Before Drew takes anything off, that's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie. Listen, folks. I get it. Okay, we love the heightened drama. Okay, yes, exactly what Tori said. Is this gotta be him? Who is it? and then Joe, that's Glenn Jacobs, and you know it.
And you know who that is.
Yo, oh my God! Listen, folks, I get it. We love our drama in our wrestling. Okay, we love it. But even I, okay,
talk about it.
Even I used to get tired of that shit when we knew who the fuck it was. So I get like, even I was getting tired of the, oh my God, wait, who the hell is that?
Who is that?
Who is
right?
Oh my God, is it him? Yes, it's him. I've been screaming the name since he got pulled out of the ring.
For those that y'all didn't see Drew McIntyre coming out, I mean, really? Y'all thought McIntyre was finished with Punk? Really?
He pulled a whole meat meal. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Y'all thought I was finished. Talk about it. Talk about what happened next, brother. Talk about it.
Drew brutalized. Drew brutalized CM Punk. Okay? I mean, his own friend of over 20 years, Wade Barrett, said he doesn't even recognize the man that he saw.
Not even Wade Barrett couldn't stop
calm him down.
That ass whooping. Let's call it what it was. Not even Wade. I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
Not even Wade Barrett could talk McIntyre out of the ass whooping that he was gonna give Punk. He Claymore kicked Punk out of his Jordans, y'all. The man's Jordan. One sneaker. One. The man's sneaker was right in front of the announce table when he kicked his face off.
And then he threw him in the ring and did it again. And then the bracelet, folks. Remember.
Back to that bracelet.
This was all about the bracelet, folks. McIntyre.
I don't know what's so special. I mean, I know what's special about Punk about that bracelet. I mean, it got his wife and his dog on it. I get that.
Listen, I'm sorry. When you got the crowd so invested in the bracelet, that when Drew took the bracelet and snapped, when Drew snapped the bracelet and the whole crowd went, oh.
Oh, I'm like, y'all didn't see that coming? Y'all didn't see that coming? Once he got down, once he pushed the referee off the first time, I already knew what he was going to do. Mm-hmm. Once he picked up his arm and reached for that bracelet, I'm like, here we go again with the damn bracelet.
Listen, when he snapped the bracelet and the fucking beads went everywhere, the crowd went, oh, I cried laughing. But then he takes the beads and shoves them down CM Punk's throat and claymores them again.
Again!
God! Wait a minute. Hold up. We're not even done. We're not done. CM Punk gets stretchered out. Okay? He's on the stretcher. He's bleeding from the mouth. He's probably still choking on bracelet beads. He's fucked up, folks. They just try to get him to the ambulance.
Who shows up again, ladies and gentlemen?
We're going to the back, and then Adam Pearce sees him before anyone else sees him. And the scream Adam Pearce let out was hilarious.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre once again
shows back up, starts wailing on Punk again.
Again,
tied to the stretcher.
Man can't defend himself. He's on a stretcher.
I believe he took it and sailed it up against something, and then they had to get him back on there again.
Do we even have an update on the Jordan?
Mel, I have been given an update on the Jordan.
Last time I checked, that Jordan was still sitting at the announce table. It might still be there.
Listen, bro,
we don't know.
It might be. If the Jordan might make it to the next arena, and they still might sit it in front of the announce table. So it's
still there.
I mean, listen, that might be part of the set now. The Jordan now might be part of the set for Raw.
Where's the Jordan? Oh, there's the Jordan.
Oh, it's right there. See, right there is where CM Punk got his shit knocked off by Drew McIntyre, and that's where his shoe landed. Right there. There it is.
After seeing that, we all see what's happening next. I'm going to call it right now. Punk, McIntyre, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Punk, McIntyre, Hell in a Cell, I get it. I see the vision. I want it to. I feel like it needs more. Okay? So,
I agree.
If I'm booking this thing, and this is not just, I'm not the only one that said this. I've heard other wrestling reviewers say it. So before anyone says, "Oh, I've heard it say," somebody else said, yeah, great, whatever. Okay. Me personally, if I'm booking this thing, it's the 3 stages of hell.
Ooh, that could be good.
If I'm booking this, it's the 3 stages of hell. First one, street fight, because that's not staying in the ring long. Okay. That's
because what McIntyre did to Punk, yeah, street fight.
So yeah,
street fight.
So first one, street fight. Second one, last man standing.
I could see that.
And if we get to the third, which we will, Hell in a
Drop that cell.
Drop
that cell.
Drop the cell. So that's me if I'm booking this. And
it can happen.
And also, if that's what we're gonna do, it main events. It main events the show. At this point, bruh, I'm sorry. At this point, there is no other match to main event Bad Blood than CM Punk Drew McIntyre.
Versus Drew McIntyre. I agree.
I don't care. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. World title should main event pay-per-view. Okay, whatever. If the story is not there for the world title for the specific event that you're going to, I'm fine with the world title not main eventing a show.
I'm fine with that too.
Punk and the show should be bookended by 2 matches. Whatever is happening with Rhea and Liv and Dom and Priest in the first match, that's the show.
Yes.
The end of the show, Punk and Drew.
Yes.
Those are the two most highly volatile rivalries in the company right now, outside of the bloodline.
Yes.
So those 2 matches need to bookend Bad Blood for me personally.
I agree, but Bad Blood's around the corner. Let's get to the Raw main event of the evening.
Let's get to it.
Judgment Day. A team that has not defended the tag team title since they won them. Let's keep it real now.
Let's keep it funky.
The longest reigning World Tag Team Champions in my eyes. I see. So far. Going against a team and Damian Priest and main event Jey Uso. That match,
AKA Mommy's side piece.
AKA Mommy's sidekick. That match was okay to me, but what really caught me is what happened at the end of that match. Liv Morgan comes out. Trying to cause Damian and Jey the match. And you know when Liv Morgan comes out, who's behind her? This new and improved Judgment Day. Trying to prove that they belong. Liv comes out, does her thing. Who's not far behind Liv? Mommy comes out. Mommy's home. She comes out limping. She has a brace on her leg. After Liv went to work on her leg earlier in the evening, she comes out in her little crutch. Liv Morgan is popping her shit. She goes, "What are you going to do?" Mommy smiles. I love that smile. I don't know about y'all, but I love that smile.
Listen, I've seen that smile in person. Oh.
When Rhea smiles, it's dangerous. What does she do? She takes the crush. She wails on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan hits the ground. Hauls ass. She's working her way toward the crowd. Mommy's limping, chasing her. Who comes out? Here comes Carlito and Dominic.
Here they come.
Damian Priest. Damian Priest. Wails on Dominic. JD McDonough comes in.
Wells on Daddy Dom.
On Daddy Dom. JD and Finn trying to do whatever they can to take Priest out. They want to take the big man out. Y'all don't see who's on his team? Y'all don't see main event Jey Uso right there? Y'all don't think he was going to get to y'all? Jey Uso. They scramble back in the ring. And I feel bad for JD McDonough, even though that he got a big ass head, if you ask me. But I feel bad for JD McDonough because
you could play a whole feature-length movie on that, though.
Since winning those titles, JD McDonough is always the one that takes the punishment. Jey Uso hits him with a spear, goes up top, nails the Uso splash, caught him. 1, 2, 3. Winners of the match, Priest and main event Jey Uso. Now, crowd's happy, Rhea's happy, and this caught me. Seeing Rhea Ripley yeeting with main event Jey Uso. The crowd was going crazy.
Listen, I need 2 updates. I need an update on the Jordan from CM Punk and Drew.
Yes, we need an update on that Jordan.
I need an update on the Jordan, and I need to know exactly when Rhea goes to Waffle House, okay? So
facts.
I need those 2 updates. I need the Jordan update, and did the Waffle House date go down? Rikishi, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I know you hate this storyline because you somehow think it's gonna threaten Jay's marriage. Okay. but damn it, look here. She's married too. Like, what? Damn it, Keish. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down, Keish. Calm down.
Just calm down, Keish. Let love be love, damn it.
We need that Waffle House update.
We need the Waffle House date, especially after seeing Rhea. Rhea looked damn good in that Jey Uso t-shirt. I'm not going.
Yes, she did.
But
she did.
In anything. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'll be here all day talking about Rhea. Anyway, NXT for me, the highlight was, of course, shit. Well, first we had Javon Evans. I'm a big Javon Evans fan.
So am I. Let's talk about Javon Evans. When I first seen this kid wrestle, I was like, who is he? Where did he come from? Because the way this kid was flipping all over the ring, I was like, if they don't sign him, somebody's gonna snatch him up quick. That's how talented Javon Evans is.
Indeed. I mean, the kid. What's disgusting? Okay, what's disgusting is that he is that good, and the man is 20 years old. He's not even legal. He can't even drink legally yet.
He's not even in his prime yet, and he's moving like that.
The man is 20 years old. If y'all ain't seen Javon Evans, please just go
watch NXT and y'all see what we talking about.
Yeah, please. Like do yourself a favor, take yourself to YouTube and look up Javon
Evans highlights and y'all see exactly what we're talking about.
And if you want to see him before NXT, look up Jay Malachi because that was his name.
King Malachi, that was his name. Most of y'all don't know that.
Exactly. So good God, that man. We got Trick and Pete Dunne. They still going at it. They're gonna have their match on NXT this week. Let's see.
What's the twist though? There's a twist to that match though. Talk about it.
Oh, I forgot what it is. Tell me again.
There's a twist to this. Yeah. Trick and Pete Dunne. First of all, Trick started off the show talking about Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne comes out. He doesn't want to talk. He wants to straight brawl. They start going at it.
Wanted to talk every time they saw each other that night.
There's a twist to Trick Williams and Pete Dunne now. So now, next week, on NXT, Trick Williams will go one-on-one with Pete Dunne in a last man standing match. And the winner of that match will move on to face my new favorite wrestler, all ego, Ethan Page. For the NXT title.
I don't know.
When they move on to the CW11 network.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like, Ethan Page is not clicking for me.
I mean, for those people who've been watching Ethan Page, who knows about Ethan Page.
And that's the thing, I do. And he's not clicking for me.
I mean, Ethan Page is one of those, to me, is one of those most slept on wrestlers. The man is talented in the ring. Come on. Let's give him his flowers.
Honestly, okay. For me, I think maybe if he'd have won the NXT title in a more definitive fashion.
I mean, yeah. Like the way he won the title, I mean, yeah, everybody can say that.
Accident. You got knocked out and happened to land on a nigga. And
but you saw it coming though.
Yeah.
Everybody was gaining, that was picking that favorite guy to win that matchup. It was a fatal 4-way match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And it's always that what ifs in those type of matches. And I said this. I said, what if Ethan Page pulls it off and win the NXT championship? Look, by accident, ladies and gentlemen, he pulled it off.
Straight accident.
And even though his title defenses wasn't all that great yet, he's doing a good job as champion, if you ask me.
I mean, I think he's doing it decent. He's doing okay. I'll get over it. I'll see it. It's just not there for me yet, but I'll see it. I'm sure I'll see it. It'll become clear.
Another highlight that hit me was after his match.
Let's see if we're thinking this. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
After his match with Wesley, the Rascals
indeed
wanted to challenge, and this I could see it being a good match. Wants to challenge Axiom and Nathan Frazier for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Let me say this: I was very, very happy when Chase U beat Axiom and Frazier for the titles, and I was very, very, very disappointed when Axiom and Frazier won back the NXT titles from Chase U.
I mean, for anyone to see the storyline of what's going on in Chase U.
I mean, I get it for that storyline, but bro, I just don't like Axiom and Frazier.
I mean, Axiom is good. Nathan Frazier to me.
I think it's him.
It gotta be him.
I think
it's him. But to me, I think that match is gonna steal the show when it happens.
Oh yeah, the rap.
But here's the twist.
Yeah.
You think Wesley is finished with Zachary Wentz? You think he's gonna sit there and in his eyes, let two guys from TNA come in your company?
As he likes to call them,
TNA wrestlers. You're gonna let TNA wrestlers come in our house and take our titles and take it back to TNA? Not sleeping on the Rascals because them guys got skills. They can wrestle. I like them.
I'm a big fan of the Rascals. But yeah, I don't think he's going. Oh, also next week we have Jordan Grace returning to NXT.
Ooh.
Jordan Grace will be defending her TNA Knockouts Championship on NXT. We don't know against who yet, so we will see.
Will see.
While we're talking about female action, I'm not gonna front with y'all. I'm trying to go faster because there's a couple of more shows we gotta talk about, and I literally only have 18 more minutes to stay here before I gotta go be a father. So yeah. So yeah, I'll try to rush through a little bit, but yeah, while we're talking about the women, Julia has arrived, folks.
Yes, she has. In a huge way.
She arrived at No Mercy, and she was here on NXT again this week to confront not only Roxanne Perez, but Chelsea Green, who was also in the ring trying to get that shot ahead of
trying to shoot her shot with Roxanne.
Ahead of her. Now, I'm not gonna front with you. When the lights went out and Chelsea Green's music played, I popped because I'm not gonna front with you. Number one, I want to see someone take the goddamn title off of Roxanne. Okay.
You are not the only one. I mean, we get it, Roxanne, but you're annoying now.
I'm done with it. I'm finished. I was done at Lola Vice. I wanted Lola Vice to do it.
I was done at Lola Vice.
Okay. And I of course wanted Miss Parker to do it, but damn it. So I need somebody to take this belt off of you. And if it would have been Chelsea Green, you would not have gotten
I wouldn't have been mad with that at all, because it's about damn time Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is talented too. She's watch out for her. We're gonna be talking about her soon too.
Exactly. So yeah, so I'd have been happy with that, but then Julia came out. Need Chelsea Green in the face. A lot of people are talking about the fact that they saw that it didn't connect. Whatever, nigga. Wrestling's fake. Okay, we know.
We get it.
Anyway.
The fact that Julia made an impact and everybody loves seeing her at NXT.
Exactly. So Julia made the challenge to Roxanne for the first episode of NXT on the CW for the NXT Women's Championship. And that match is official. Julia, please.
Please.
Julia, please.
If it's not her, then who?
If it's not her, at this point, there is literally one other person I will accept. And it's not Stephanie McCurr. It's only because I heard Mandy Rose wants to come back.
And that is interesting.
If it's not Julia, that is the only one I will accept.
Yes.
I will not accept anyone else on the NXT roster. Fuck Kalani Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I don't like Kalani Jordan. I'm done trying. I'm done trying to. Okay?
I've tried now Kalani Jordan, I've tried with her too, but it's the way she moves in the ring with me. I just can't catch myself sitting there watching a Kalani Jordan match fully.
We get it. You loved Rob Van Dam as a kid. We get it. We get it. We get it, Kalani. We get it, and we don't care. We're tired. Okay? That's another one. I need somebody to take that NXT North American Women's off of her.
Please.
And I really wanted Wendy to do it. I wanted Wendy to do it, but she didn't.
Wendy was close.
Yeah. I need somebody to do it. Please. Please. Okay. Now let's jump to AEW because we have All Out literally. I think the pre-show is on right now.
Right now.
So yeah, y'all go ahead to YouTube or wherever and watch the pre-show. The main show starts at 8. But the main event for that show is what we're going to talk about because that's the main thing to talk about from AEW this week. So we were due to have a contract signing at the end of the show between Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page for their steel cage match at All Out tonight.
That match is going to steal the show tonight, but go ahead.
Oh, absolutely. What's going on? One and only, my dude. So Swerve comes out, and he sits at the contract signing table. And they play Hangman's music. Hangman doesn't show.
Now, before you continue that,
yeah.
It was earlier in the show that was shown. Swerve and Prince Nana. Swerve recently signed a new contract with AEW.
Tell them about it.
And he purchased his childhood home. And it was big to him to do so, to purchase his childhood home. Now, getting back to the contract signing, what my brother just said. Swerve is out there with Prince Nana. Hangman's music hit. Where is Hangman?
Now,
talk about it, brother.
Now, at first, I'm watching it, and I was confused the first time they played it, and he didn't show up. So I'm like, oh, he gonna jump him from behind, bet. So then they play it a second time. He still doesn't show up. When the realization washed over me of why Hangman didn't show up, because it hit me before they showed him on the screen. When that realization hit me, you ever seen Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps?
Mm-hmm.
You remember
what scene?
You remember the scene when Sherman had the ball and he was like, "Buddy, you want to play a little catch, don't you?"
Oh yeah.
And Buddy goes, "Oh, you bastard!
You bastard!"
Oh, you bastard. That was me.
Yeah.
That was me realizing where Hangman was. Okay.
I mean, we saw this. I mean, this storyline to me, it goes back to their first encounter when they first fought. You saw the intensity in their first matchup. You can clearly tell these two guys don't like each other.
Like, I mean, this was hatred. I mean, okay, like, you got Punk and Drew in one company, okay? You got Punk. I would venture to say This one's more personal.
This one is more personal.
Okay, and the reason I say that, Swerve, because we need to remember Swerve's not innocent, folks.
No, he's not.
We need to remember Swerve is not innocent in any of this. Because Swerve went to that man's home.
Home. Talk about it.
And Swerve and Nana filming him being like, this nigga kicked up his feet on his couch. This nigga walked around, and then he heard Hangman's baby in the other room. And goes and stands over the crib where the child is sleeping. And cuts the promo and leaves a t-shirt in the child's crib.
In the child's crib.
Further than that, after Hangman cost Swerve the title the first time in the triple threat with Samoa Joe, because he tapped out only so Swerve would lose.
Yeah.
Only to cost Swerve the championship. That's the only reason Hangman tapped out to Joe. Because he wasn't even passing out yet.
No.
But he saw Swerve get up, and he was about to break it up, and he tapped out. Okay.
Talk about it.
So, after that happened, Swerve told Hangman last week that he went back to his house. And he was gonna attack him again. But he saw him getting his pregnant wife down the stairs to go have baby number 2. And he was like, that's the kind of man that you should be. You should be that family man, sitting at home, taking care of your kids, watching me be the world champion. And now you got to decide the man that you are going to be for your kids. Well, Hangman showed the man that he wanted to be.
Did he ever?
Hangman went to the house that Swerve just bought, his childhood home.
His childhood home.
And the whole time Hangman's cutting this promo, you hear liquid hitting floor. And at first, you're trying to figure out what it is, but it's pretty clear.
It's pretty clear what it is.
Then that gasoline can comes into frame. And then you know what it is.
Once I saw that gasoline can, I knew what he was about to do. But go ahead.
Brother, as soon as they showed him on the screen, I knew what he was about to do. Okay? But, so he trails the gasoline all the way out through the back porch where he's got a nice little chair and some whiskey set up for him to sit in. He lights the match and sets Swerve's childhood home that he just bought on fire.
Literally. On fire. You see Swerve in the ring. On his knees.
Swerve is a broken man in the middle
of broken man on his knees.
Swerve is in tears. He's crying. He's pissed off, but he's a broken man. Now, the thing that's funny about this for me is Prince freaking Nana. As the house is burning and Swerve is just broken in the ring, you hear Nana has the nerve to ask the question, why would he do this? Why would he do this?
Why would he do this? Is what the man said. Now, literally, we just broke down the history between these two. And this man, Prince Nana,
all of that history now.
And he was there for all of it. You sit there and you ask, why would he do this? That is the same man that you were standing there with in his house, cutting a promo over his child's crib.
You filmed it, Nana.
You filmed it. You were standing right here, there with him, while he did all of that. And you still had the nerve to ask.
Why would
that to me, I'm glad you brought that up, because that to me, I was like, why would you just ask that? Why would he do this? What?
Bruh, listen, yo, emotionally, I was with them the whole way. And then when I heard that shit, that's what broke me. I immediately started laughing.
Dude, when I heard him say that, when I seen his lips move and say, why would you do this? Dude, I got up out of my seat and walked out of the room.
Thank God my son was not in the room sleep, because I would have woke him up. Because, bruh, the laugh that I laughed when he said that shit. Why would he do
this? That's like me coming to your home, violating you, and somebody that you know in your camp ask you, why would he do that?
Why would he do that to you, bro? What did you do to him?
What did you do to him?
Oh, nothing. I just went to his house, cut a whole promo over his sleeping son in the crib. But
you're asking me, why am I doing this?
And left my t-shirt there. And then in the match, I hung him with a chain to win the match. And then every subsequent match that I beat him in was because of interference. But yeah, I don't know why he would do this.
But why would you do this? Folks, we can't make this up. It's happening right in front of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, All Out is tonight, and the main event is
main event tonight. Swerve Strickland.
It's Swerve Strickland.
Hangman Adam Page. Steel cage.
Not only is it a steel cage, because now we've committed our first. Oh, the other thing that had me fucking dying, as the show is going off the air, the crowd is chanting, "This is arson."
You think?
Bruh, I said between Nana with why would he do this, and the crowd chanting, "This is arson." I was.
The crowd can start, and that's what's crazy about wrestling fans. That's what's crazy about crowds and wrestling fans. We could start a chant. It could be anything, and that chant will trend worldwide.
That was up there. That was up there for me when Jinder Mahal and Nakamura were feuding, and Jinder did that very racist promo. And the
racist, yes.
And the crowd started chanting, "That's too far."
That's too far. Then what is right for y'all?
Well, listen, they were right. It was too far.
It was, but come on, y'all. Come on.
Listen, folks, because now the man has burned down the house. AEW said we're washing our hands of this whole shit. This is unsanctioned.
We ain't got nothing to do with this. Whatever happens with them is on them.
But see, here's the thing. Now that it's unsanctioned, keep that in mind, folks. Unsanctioned means something.
Unsanctioned
not only that doesn't just mean that anything goes because it's unsanctioned. Whoever wins, it doesn't count. So let's say Hangman wins. Swerve could come back and say, "Oh yeah, congratulations, you won a meaningless fucking victory because
you won a meaningless fucking victory." And that's what most people don't seem to think about when you hear the word unsanctioned.
Exactly. So, folks, even with as violent as this thing has been, and it feels like tonight should be the natural conclusion, this is not the end, folks.
It's just the beginning.
And that's crazy to say with everything we've just told you. But anyway, folks, that's what we got for tonight. Y'all go ahead and enjoy that. Thank y'all for joining us. Yes.
Folks, and I just want to say this Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. for my football fans. NFL's here, baby. We doing this for y'all. Tune in. 100 yards and running, 6 p.m. Tuesday evening.
Make sure y'all tune in and lock into that for 100 yards and running, presented by the Family Meeting Podcast. Reg, thank you for joining me, bro. I like this dynamic. We got
to run this back, baby. We got to run this back,
bro. Let's make this a regular thing. Shit, let's make this a regular thing. Me and you on here,
folks. Join us next week as we recap what's going on in the world of wrestling.
Because
thank you for joining us. I hope y'all keep your mental, your physical, your emotional, take care of all that. Peace and love. On that note,
folks,
we out.
Cut the show, Tori.
Cut
that shit, Tori.
Cut.